your testimony today.
Thank you.
Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Chairman Jordan and Ranking Member Ladner. The northern border security issue that we're talking about is an immigration issue, and that's why we're here today. Now, I've had the pleasure of meeting with agents of the CBP Buffalo sector, Erie Station, for the last decade. And I think we all know what's going on at the southern border, but all the attention's been down there. It has been on our northern border. And when you take a look at the pressure on our CBP, that northern border area, 5,500 miles, 5,525 miles, that's the longest continuous border in the world, is almost completely unguarded. There's one stretch, I think, of almost 500 miles where there is one agent patrolling that area. One. So when people say to me, so what is it that you're looking for here? And here's what we're looking for. Look, can you imagine going to work every day and knowing that no matter how hard you work, no matter how long you work, you have absolutely no control over the situation? We're outnumbered at the northern border. The numbers are off the charts of what's going on right now. And so, Chairman George, you know, this thing has gotten so out of control. The northern border people, the border control people, are doing all the digital intake. So they go to work every day, but they're not on the border. They're doing intake for things that are happening on our southern border. Now, while the Biden administration refuses to believe that there's a problem anywhere in this country, because, my gosh, how could there be? Well, the answer to that is, please go down and see what's going on. And once you go down and you see the southern border, then how about going up to the northern border and look where it's completely unguarded? You look at that border across there and you get in the Swanton area, which is up in New England, the amount of fentanyl that's coming in through that area is incredible. And for this administration to sit back and deny that there's any problem going on there, you can put your hands over your eyes, you can put your fingers in your ears, and you can deny that there's not a problem, but there is a huge problem. The most surprising thing about all this, Mr. Chairman, when are you going to get help from the other side that are going to say, we actually have a problem here? Yeah, hello, Houston. We have a problem. And we sit here day after day after day after day of watching our fellow citizens being attacked all over the place. And I'm really concerned about the northern border because that's the area that I represent, at least in Erie. So Representative Zinke and I got together because when I talked to him, he talks about things that are going on up in his area. So imagine the northern border. You know, the southern border, you got to come across a river. Northern border, you just got to take one step. There's no lines drawn. There's no fence. There's nothing. Completely unguarded. Completely unguarded. The irresponsibility of the Biden administration right now to sit back and continue to refuse to even acknowledge the fact that we have a problem, not only at our southwestern border, but also at our northern border. I would absolutely, Mr. Chairman, you know this because you've worked so hard on it. Wouldn't it be nice to get people from the other side to actually say, we do have a problem, and it's more important than a Republican problem and a Democrat problem. This is an American problem. And people can sit back and refuse that it's there, but they can't go to either one of those borders and see what's really going on and talk to those folks to see what's happening. I know people get upset because you got a passion for these things. Everybody likes to play nice and say, okay, fine, let's get along. I'll tell you what, you want to get along? Let's do what we're supposed to do. We took an oath of office. Why don't we come here just to protect all Americans? Not just those ones in the southwestern border. How about those ones in the northern border? So I've just asked you, Mr. Chairman, because I know you're a great supporter of this, and I would ask our colleagues, if you have not been to the border, please take some time and go down there. Don't listen to the publicity stuff out of the other side that says, no, there's no problem. So today, because this is really an immigration problem, and that's why I'm here in front of you, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking time to hear from me and my colleagues. We do have a bill out there. It's about the Northern Security Caucus, Northern Border Security Caucus. We need more people to get on board with it. We need people to have more attention to it. So I think the real purpose of coming here today was I knew that you would take time to listen to us. You would take time to fight for this, and we would all take the take this time to say, you know, we are never, ever going to give up on this and protecting the American people. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you so much for giving us time to come for you today and help support us on this. We're going to get a bill that's even more inclusive, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
I would just say thank you, and I do believe it is starting. You heard from Mr. Stanton a little bit earlier. He's talking about what's going on there. He's on the other side of the aisle.